I don't care about either version of this song.
You don't love this song?
No.
Oh, I love this song. But I didn't love it in the 80s. I didn't listen to it in the 80s.
Maybe
I love
once.
it. As years went on, I started
You
to
guys
love
talking
it.
about Huey Lewis?
Hi, Joel. No.
Oh, yeah, he can't hear anymore, right?
Don
No.
Henley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was just saying I don't care about it. We were listening to the Atari's version of this song
It's not as
earlier.
good.
Yeah, well, you know. I
You don't
was
like the
realizing
Atari's
that-
version, right?
No, not really.
I don't
mean,
care
it's
about either.
fine.
This is better.
This is, yes, it's the original. I mean, covers are fine. Sometimes, like All Along the Watchtower, as Bob Dylan said, was a better version than his version, but this is pretty classic.
Yeah, sometimes the cover is a little bit better, but this is not. This doesn't need to be fixed.
No, and then they also did Smooth Criminal, the Ataris.
I think Alien Ant Farm.
Alien Ant Farm
Alien
did
Ant
that,
Farm.
yes.
I can't
Right.
keep it all straight.
Well,
Are
I
they-
think we can all agree that Alien Ant Farm's version is the superior version of Smooth Criminal, right? I mean,
Nice talking to you guys.
Although I do like their version. I hate to admit it.
what?
I do like their version.
Okay.
I like
It's fun. It's fast.
Yeah, I guess.
But that is one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs.
Smooth Criminal. Oh,
Yeah.
did he do the original?
How
Oh,
dare
I-
you?
I can't
How-
enjoy him. I mean, Beat It I like. I like
Seriously?
Thriller. I cannot enjoy him just because he's trying to be cool, and I can't look at
He's
him
the
as a guy
fucking
trying to be.
coolest dude
he's
ever.
not a cool dude.
Michael
Stop
Jackson
it.
is cool.
Well, it definitely tarnished towards the end.
You mean with the kid stuff?
No, that last album. Forget the kid stuff.
Yeah, that's the only stuff
no,
that made
no,
me buy his
no.
albums.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you this, though. After he died and they put out that documentary, all the bad stuff was forgotten about as you were sitting in the movie theater going like, yeah, he was fucking awesome.
It is kind of crazy how they sweep that stuff
yeah,
under
it all goes away.
Yeah, in Donald Glover. Now, in his stand-up, he used to say, "You know, it was worth it for the music." And that was a pretty good joke. But,
Yeah, it's a hell of a take.
You got your traps look huge, dude. You're fucking getting very large.
Thank you.
I saw Joel in the gym. What did we do? Was it Arizona? Where? Oh, it was. Where the
we
Super
were
Bowl
at a,
was.
Yes, we were in the that resort gym.
Yeah, there was. I did the Bradshaw roast or something, and
Yes.
I saw you, and you're an animal in the gym. So you've not stopped going.
I'm in a state of desperation all the time. I'm 46, so I'm like, just hold on for it until I hope when I die, I hope I'm at least slightly toned.
Yeah, I understand that. I've never really been toned.
Is that right?
You pray. Look at you.
You look great, dude. Look at
Thanks,
your body.
Sam. But you're just saying that because we have company. Usually tells me I look like a lump of shit.
Do you go to the gym every day?
4 days a week.
Act like a lump of shit.
What about
Yes.
you, Fred? Do you go?
Not
No.
as often, no.
That's a polite question, by the way. What a nice guy you are. Look at Sam. Do you go as well?
Sam, I can't tell. I mean, you're all the
course he
baggy
doesn't.
clothing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, no.
He does not.
No,
When's the
I
last
don't
time you
go-
went to a barber?
Yes.
No, I go to the gym more
Your
frequently than the
Garfunkel
barber.
impression.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, no, I go to.
You are very skinny, though.
yeah,
In
well,
parts
skinny-
of his body.
Skinny fat.
Yeah.
Oh, skinny fat.
That's a whole
Yeah.
thing. I told Jim I started going to the gym again, and I go like maybe I squeeze in 3 times a week. I want to say 3 times a week.
Do you
but
know
it's
how
probably
much
not.
more that is than most of America?
You think so?
Oh, it's 3 times more.
But he's lying. He doesn't go 3 times.
It's more like twice a week. More like twice.
So it's-
I can say twice a week with confidence. 3 times a week is like a really great week.
But you're not one of those people that gets on the elliptical or the bike and reads a magazine.
No. We go
All
when we
You
go, we
sweat.
go. We sweat.
Because you were sweating, and I mean, you were working hard.
I think I was waiting for my test results.
Sweated out of my body.
Had nothing to do with the gym. I just walked in. I was nervous.
Yeah, those are the nerves.
Terry Bradshaw was there.
He. By the way, did you do that roast? I remember.
Yes.
That was a weird one, right?
It was an odd thing.
They were not a good comedy audience.
They were a bunch of real estate agents.
Oh, you hosted it.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And it wasn't, and you couldn't really say everything you wanted to say,
Right.
and then they edited it down to 22 minutes. So the final version that aired on ESPN was very short.
And how many people were on the dais?
8?
Yeah, it was.
a
It was
lot.
Joel hosted, myself, Jeff Ross, what's his name? Who's the black guy on the?
I don't see color.
No, that's great.
No, but you
Thanks,
might have heard. That's a good point. I didn't notice either. Till someone pointed out. Who's that guy? He's on. Oh my God, he's with one of Bradshaw's broadcast partners.
Right. Yes. Boy, it shows you how little
Can we look
sleep
that up?
I've gotten.
Yeah.
And then Lisa Lampanelli was there.
Lisa was. Yeah.
She was very funny.
22 minutes though. That's crazy.
But no, it was like an hour, 2 hours, and
Howie Long.
yeah, Joe Montana talked.
Montana was in the audience. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Joe. Oh my God, do we suck?
This is
Joe Namath.
Yes.
Was there. He was he left like not long into it.
Is that right? He didn't stick around for the whole show?
I got to meet him on the red carpet, though. I was happy about that.
But there wasn't the kind of spirit of a roast where people were like ready to, and but Terry, he was game for anything.
He was much. I thought he would be a dick. He was much nicer than I thought he would be.
He was great.
But you see all the time now with all the celebrity roast culture that exists and everything, that there's always either people or audience members or whoever it is that don't understand the psychology of
how
it.
mean it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they end up either bombing or just like not having a good time. Like I think there was a story about Ludacris hating the whole thing because he didn't like being made fun of.
He's a baby though. We interviewed him once at K-Rock, and he was just like, I mean, him and Patrice. He was uncomfortable with Patrice. Patrice was trying to be cool to him, and you could just tell that he was. We asked about the O'Reilly thing.
He didn't like that.
But just to see how did this change you or what happened? He said, "Oh, you're going back along." And so, what do you want us to do? 15 minutes of your fucking movie? Go ahead, give us the whole plot.
So the anger is still fresh for you.
It's annoying because guys come in and they want to promote their movie. Great, we're happy to promote it. But then you ask them questions and they're like, well, you got to see the movie. Cool. You run the interview.
Right.
This was like 8 years ago, by the way. This is a long time ago. The wound is still open.
It's fine. But it is weird
He
when
didn't like
people...
Paul Walker jokes. Sorry.
He did?
I guess.
At the roast. Yeah, at the roast, people were bringing up Paul Walker.
He made them
stuff,
cut it out.
Yeah.
They were edited out.
Well, you remember when the situation bombed when he did the roast?
I do remember that.
That's fun to
They
watch.
left that in.
The situation bombed? I can't...
Yeah, I know. Isn't it
He had a
crazy?
tough time.
Shocking.
Everybody has a bad night every now and then.
You were hosting the ESPYs too. I don't know if we've talked about that. I guess we haven't. When Caitlyn was awarded the Arthur Ashe Courage Award. How was it hosting that? And did they tell you to not make fun of her, or did you? I don't even know if you did or not.
Oh, well, it was the first joke I made.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, it was. I was like, I am the only. I'm of the two E personalities here. I'm the one you do not care about, and but it is like because all the athletes are in the first like 10 rows, and they all have sunglasses on, and none of them are there to laugh. So they're worried that they're going to be made fun of. Some were very cool, but you could tell that.
Did you make fun of anyone who didn't enjoy it?
I don't. Oh, I think when I made fun of what's his name? This is how little sleep I've gotten from the quarterback of the old quarterback of Green Bay. You know,
Brett Favre?
Yes. When I goes look for the guy in dad jeans. It's Brett Favre. It wasn't that harsh of a joke at all.
Jeans?
But they cut to him. He was like, "Huh?" And it didn't seem happy. Maybe he was thrilled. I don't know. But you have to kind of go beyond the road. So it kind of, and then I ended on a Bill Cosby joke. So. They
laughed.
They love that.
But when you look out into an audience, right, and you make something as innocent as like a dad jeans joke, and you realize that the guy isn't having a good time with it, are you like, oh my God?
No, then that makes me happy.
You like that?
Then I know it actually works both ways because you're like, oh, you were touched by that. That bothered you, and that as a comic makes me. Excited. It does make me happy, and when they go along with the joke, then it's it's like when Seth Meyers made fun of Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. He was unhappy.
Yes, he was.
And for a comic, that's a gift.
I see.
I mean, no matter what your politics are, and when you go after someone and they get hurt, then that's kind of
And everybody else is enjoying it.
Yes, when everyone else is enjoying it.
It wasn't like you made fun of Brett Favre and his awful dumb dick selfie. Remember that awful where he's holding it and it's twisted?
No.
And it looks like he's packing 6.
What?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Brett Favre's dick picture, where they show his dumb claw, like his jellies in the fucking picture. It was awful.
I was really thinking if I was Brett Favre and the joke was about my dad jeans, I'd be like, oh. Great, I got off with it.
What's her name?
Easy.
Jen Selter? Is that her or no? There's another girl. Who's the girl he said it to? That's it, yeah.
He took that. Why?
Reportedly.
Why would you do it?
It's an awful. Oh yeah, they reportedly.
Maybe he's got big hands.
His dick looks horrendous in that. Who would say that?
He really trims.
He does. He does. He's well groomed.
What's her name?
Allegedly.
Oh, Jen Sturger. Sorry.
Yeah, she's a Jets fan.
But he said, I don't know if he really said that.
But this is a long time ago.
This is years ago, yeah.
2008, she said, or 2010.
Is this show called Just Try to Remember Stuff?
We really don't cover anything topical.
I can't remember anything.
How was Caitlyn? Did you meet Caitlyn that night? I guess you did.
I have never met Caitlyn.
You did not meet that night?
No.
Why?
I had heard years ago when the Kardashians came on, when they came on the Soup, and this was before Caitlyn transitioned, they were like, they're like, does not like you at all. Because I was,
Bruce?
I was not. There was a guy who at that time he was not a fan.
So he
I'm
wouldn't
like,
come on?
I'm just gonna. Oh, we didn't. I think we offered all the Kardashians to come on, and that was not going to happen.
None of them came on?
He did. I mean, at Bruce, he did not come on.
I love that they didn't like beat around the bush. Though we want you to know about Bruce. Not a fan of yours.
That was really funny.
Not like
I liked it how they were so like, they're like, he hates you. So, that's the Kardashian secret weapon, is that they're really nice.
Yeah.
As opposed to a lot of at the time reality show stars that go, I am a star, I'm a celebrity, I'm talented, and then they become horrible, arrogant dicks. And their secret weapons that like their crew likes them and all that, which makes me, drives me nuts.
Right. Does doing the soup and now doing the Netflix show, like the fact that you have to just cram so much content into your brain for a short period of time so you can do the show and then move on to the next thing and be aware of this, and this. Do you think that affects like your memory in terms of hanging on to stuff?
I think not sleeping well for 2 days affects me worse.
Yeah.
But thank God there's a staff of young people that can go, old man, here, remember this? Yes. The Braxton family values? Okay, great. I'll make fun of that. So yeah, in between the writers are incredibly helpful. So
yeah.
How
come you haven't slept well in 2 days? What have you been doing?
I've been Well, I started out on Saturday in Alfred, New York, at Alfred University. I was doing gigs. And then Ithaca
As
College.
Alfred University?
Mm-hmm.
I remember Robert Klein referenced that in his Robert Klein at Yale special.
You absolutely are right. He went there.
Alfred University. Yeah.
How did you know that?
Because I love Robert Klein, and Robert Klein at Yale is one of my favorite things ever. And he's talking about how is it Hornell, New York? Or is it Alfred?
It's right
town?
near there, yes.
Because I remember him talking about how rural it was and he just didn't understand the life there. It was really a great special.
It is very rural. I'm not kidding. If you have a horse, you can keep a horse there. I am not making this up.
So what did you do at Alfred University? You just did a
stand-up.
Oh, okay.
And then I did Ithaca College 2 nights ago, and then I was supposed to fly from Rochester to here, and the flight was canceled, so I Ubered for 6 hours.
How much to Uber for 6 hours?
It was like $400.
Not as bad as I would have thought.
$450 or something. Which, if you hired a private car or rented a car, would be relatively similar. Is my guess.
Did you end up talking to the Uber driver?
Oh, the whole time.
Yeah.
His name was John Costello. He's a really great guy. Former football player, big Bills fan. He 2 kids. He was great.
So your flight was canceled. That would have been a horrible flight anyway if it hadn't been canceled. The fucking the bumps. You're better off just Ubering.
When you drive with Uber, do you know where you're going before you pick up the person? Or is it one of those things
Have you ever used Uber?
No, I know where I'm going. I'm saying, does the driver know where he's going? Meaning,
not until you get in the car, I don't think. Or,
right. So does that mean a guy in Rochester was like, oh, fuck?
No, I would, because when I could, something happened with Uber where I typed in, because they know, they see, I think they can see it right out. Not right. No, because I actually was wrong. They can see how far, so if they have something else to do.
Okay.
But I could not type in Manhattan on Uber, so I typed in Ithaca and it allowed me to go there, and then I just kept redoing the trip at like 50 miles further.
Oh, you can't go. You can't do it.
I don't know what happened. I kept trying to change and then it would not let me go to Manhattan. And then he just said, "I'll drive you. Don't worry."
Okay. Did you tip him?
Oh yeah. I gave him a lot of money.
So wait a minute.
I gave him $6,000.
Hey man,
it's
great. Take care of
Netflix
people.
money. It's fine. It's fine. It means nothing to me.
I didn't realize you couldn't book I guess you can't book an Uber trip to Florida. Then you can't do that.
I think you
theoretically you could, right?
I did call the guy to go like I'm going. It's just going to be 6 hours of us together, if you don't mind. And he was like, "Let's do it." So,
did he know your name on there? Did he realize I have a celebrity in the car?
He at one point he got in and he kept looking at me. And he's like, "Are you on TV?" And then his wife called. He goes, "You're not going to believe this. I've got Joel Osteen in the car."
That's very funny.
and I was like, well, it's Joel Edgerton. So,
Joel is not Joel Rifkin.
He did say Joel Osteen. Yes, as long as. But he did say Joel Osteen, which was like, you're just not, that's fine.
Do you correct people? I get that a lot. Like if I go out where people will say like, have you been here before? And I know they know me from stand up, or if they're black, they've seen like me in Power. Like I usually know where they know me from, but I never say I'm a performer. I'll just go like, they're like, "Where do I know you from?" I'm like, "I come here a lot." And they're like, oh, okay. Like they don't want to follow it up, even though they kind of know. Because I never want to assume somebody knows I'm a performer and all of a sudden be humiliated.
My standard that would be so great. Like, well, I'm Jim Norton. No. We're cousins.
Oh, yeah.
No, I always say I'm Matthew Lillard, and I was in, and then I started listing his credits off, and a lot of people would be like, oh, totally.
Who's Matthew Lillard?
How dare you?
Scream. He was in Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Don't know him.
He's a big star.
Two of my favorite films, too.
Look, yeah, there we go. See, you recognize.
You could pass as Matthew Lillard if you wanted to. I
There
guess.
is.
Yeah.
So,
he's tall. You're tall.
Yes, I think we're from the same.
No, but he
gene
looks like
pool.
someone.
He looks like me.
He's Matthew Lillard.
Who does he look like? He and Rainn Wilson kind of look like each other.
Maybe a little Rainn Wilson.
Joel Osteen was up here once, and he said hi to me. Like, he was really like, "It's so great to meet you," and like double-handed handshake. And I was like, "Yeah, man, you too." And I was just like, "Oh, that was really nice. I guess he's just that nice of a guy."
Was he charismatic though when you met him?
Well, yeah, he was charismatic. Yeah, but he was like locked in, and he was like, but he seemed like really happy to meet me. And the next day, the talent wrangler that was walking him around, he was like, "Hey, Sam, did you meet Joel Osteen yesterday?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I go, "Oh, I wonder." I mean, I don't think he would listen to this radio show, but I wonder if he knew me from something or something. And the talent wrangler goes, "Oh, he thought you were Malcolm Gladwell." And I was like,
"Oh, that's so funny. You couldn't be more
You're
opposite."
an outlier.
Yeah, he thought
great.
He thought I was.
He just saw the hair and went,
and
"Must be Malcolm
That's
Gladwell."
clearly.
So nice
that's
to
what he
meet
looks
you.
like without
Now,
glasses on.
Joel
That's-
Osteen claims that he can bench like 350.
Really?
He can bench. Can you look that up? Yeah,
I mean,
you do look like Malcolm Gladwell.
I do have a Malcolm.
You
yeah.
look better though
Why do
You
people
think
love
so?
Malcolm Gladwell so
because
much?
of that Outliers book.
His books are great. I watched
They
him.
are good?
But then he had some
Big
trouble
podcast.
with
Huge
forgery. Yeah, he had
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
man.
after we find
Forgery
out
or
if some sort of he had
Copying?
something
Or
like
plagiarism.
that.
Plagiarism. I watched him.
This is great. I like the show called Wikipedia.
Figure
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Make wild accusations and then
Hold
figure
on a
that
second.
shit
Let's
out.
just look at this.
They look good though. Like I was in the airport, all you see is like a fucking rack with all 8 of his books on there.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it, I'm like, fuck, that looks good. But I just know me, I'll start it and get bored as soon as the plane lands.
He wrote a book about David
now.
David versus Goliath, and then like I watched him do a TED talk where he was retelling the story about why David wasn't this underdog and he was actually very skilled, and if Goliath had taken time to know what David's skill set was, he would have known that David would clearly win, and this was Goliath.
We're listening to Malcolm Gladwell right now.
I couldn't
Yeah,
believe
really
it.
are.
I can't tell the difference
I
right
was
now.
enthralled by the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, this is great. I look at David versus Goliath completely differently.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean,
so
I
wait.
didn't.
But who gives a fuck? How does he know that anyway?
What does it say?
David was
Did you-
skilled.
Type in Malcolm Gladwell.
Shut up.
I don't know
Type in controversy.
talking
Type
about.
in Malcolm Gladwell
Nerd.
controversy.
Shut up, dork.
Exactly. I would have fucking kicked you in the chest
I
in
can't remember what
1984.
it was.
He's an educated man.
Oh, there's the play there. That's because
Oh,
of the
boy.
plagiarism problem thing. Is it?
It was in the Crimson.
Maybe someone's stealing from him.
That's
yeah.
right.
Hey, I don't know. Okay,
That's right.
let's get back to this Joel Osteen bench press thing.
Yeah, how much can he lift?
This is
His
important.
jaw was chiseled.
Do you
so
now?
it
You
seemed
can
like
buy.
he was in good
Can you
shape.
bench a lot? Obviously, I would normally not ask you guess that, but you are relatively jacked. And I was
you.
going to ask you if you were
Thank you.
juicing.
No.
No.
It's just a powdered HGH.
Oh, it is. Do you take HGH?
No.
Oh, is that
'Cause-
bad? I guess it's bad if you have cancer. It
Well,
helps
did you,
it
when
grow.
you said, "Are you
Yeah.
juicing?" Are you asking him if he's drinking juices,
Oh, I
or are you
meant- I
asking him
meant
if he's doing
steroids.
Of
steroids?
course, that's the come on.
Yeah.
No, that would be a horrible mistake.
But
and I
no,
would
can't
die.
you testosterone shots guys take? I don't take them, but a lot. It's obviously I don't take. But guys take them, and they're supposed to be good and helpful.
Consistent exercise will make you. In
took
shape.
I just don't
HGH.
want to be hairy.
I took HGH as a kid
They might help me with my erections, though.
because I was so short.
He was a shrimp.
Yeah.
How did it?
Look
go?
at his head size.
I mean,
of
I'm
course it
way
worked.
taller now, but I'm skinny fat, so you know.
But that's not. Now we're gonna. This is not where you're gonna go through the whole interview. No, I just want to see him actually benching 350.
Does he have?
There we go. Let's see that. There it is. That's not him.
That's just Joel. That's a guy named.
different
That's a guy
named
named just Billy Joel driving into a tree. That was his blood alcohol
And
content.
then someone lifted a
3.50.
300-pound bumper off of him.
Yeah, I would recommend people use HGH. It worked well for me. I mean,
but
as a kid,
It can make cancer.
You'll pay for it later.
When?
Not you.
Oh.
But people that do it, I feel, to grow their muscles can grow
Oh.
as everything grows, including cancer.
But what is testosterone doesn't necessarily do that to you if you take it. Like Rogan takes it. I think my pal Matt Serra takes it. It's like healthy. Like,
Oh.
but like if you work out,
But everyone knows Joe Rogan totally out of shape.
Exactly right.
I was looking at him.
Joe Rogan could leg kick like a pillar of a building down.
He literally looks like a gorilla. Like I was watching Joe walk, and he's just like a solid fucking primate.
Yeah.
An ape.
Yeah.
He must work out 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
He's constantly kicking. He's got the.
That's what he does. He just kicks the heavy bag until he's fucking ripped.
If you had said that guy from news radio is going to be as big as he has become, not just physically, but as
yeah,
as people forget before UFC, like in his great podcast, Joe had fucking Fear Factor. Like he was just been a celebrity for a long time.
News radio was the first big thing. I love news radio.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's also been a fucking, he's like, again, I met him in like 94, 93. Everybody knew he could kick your ass back then. He was just a Taekwondo guy.
I would not wear shirts if I was Joe Rogan. If that's what I look like without a shirt on, you'd never catch me in a shirt ever.